So hey y'all, good morning. Here's part 3. Okay, so after the fight with Evangelist Holyfield and all that shit, I'm just done at this moment. With him and how he talked to me on the phone like I had did something wrong. I was just fucked up mentally, emotionally, like I was really fucked up. So I got up a few days later, got myself together, went to work because I had called off that next day too because I was all messed up. And I had a knot behind my ear. I'm also not feeling good. I done been sick to my stomach multiple times, and I'm just not feeling it. So that one day after I get off work, I asked my coworker, I'm like, girl, take me to the emergency room. I don't feel good, okay? Like, I really feel like shit. So she took me. I get there, I sit in the emergency room probably about 5 fucking hours, bro. So she like, after a while, she like, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Just call me when you done. I'll come back and get you. I'm like, okay. So I finally get called in the back. I tell them about what happened with the fight, the knot behind my ear that won't go down and all that. And so they did some blood work. I gave some pee, all that. So the whole time I'm in the hospital, he texted me. He had been texting me after we talked and I hung up on him and I hadn't talked to him for a while. He was texting me, how you doing? You not responding. I'm just checking on you. All that kind of shit. And I'm like, just leave me alone. Just leave me the fuck alone, okay? So the nurse finally come back with results and I'm pregnant. Yep, I am pregnant. They don't know how far along I am or anything because they just did blood work and all that. But yep, I'm pregnant. So now I'm thinking about going to the chop shop, all type of stuff, because I'm like, no, this ain't right. And I'm not knowing because I did have a monthly. So, that never crossed my mind, but that happened with my oldest too. For like the first 2-3 months, I still got a cycle. That's how I didn't know I was pregnant. So I called my coworker. She come get me. I'm just in the car like lost. Like, what the fuck? I even laughed a couple times out loud because like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. So we get back to the house. I tell all of them what happened and me being pregnant and all that. And they just like, man, bitch, you came out here on a mission. And you really was on a mission. That's just how I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. We went to the liquor store and everything. I had to have me a drink, baby. Because ain't no way. Wasn't no way. So one of my coworkers like, girl, you gotta tell that man you pregnant. And I'm like, I'm really thinking like, tell him for what? He already got too much shit going on. I ain't got time, baby. I don't need the drama. But she like, girl, tell that man you pregnant and whatever you gonna do with it, you decide to do with it. It's not up to him. It's all up to what you want to do. So I waited for about a good 2 weeks. I finished the contract we had over there in High Park area. I finished that contract, and then that next week we had started at the other place up north, and I still hadn't told him because like I'm really trying to get my fingers wrapped around this, the whole thing. Him, his daughter, me being pregnant. I'm just trying to get my mind together at this point, and I'm still thinking about going to the chop shop. So I'll never forget, it was on a Friday because me and the girls had found this little bar to go to. We used to pass by all the time up north, and they did like a little open karaoke thing or something like that on Fridays at the bar. And they advertised it on the sign outside. So we're gonna go this weekend. So that's what we did. That day I didn't drink. Because like I said, I'm still full of these emotions. If I do keep my baby, I don't want my baby all messed up. I didn't drink, but I did go and have fun. But the whole time I'm there, he texting. He had been texting me. I just wasn't responding. I just was not responding. Because the text message he sent, none of them was never, I apologize for the situation or this and that. It was just, hey, how you doing? I miss you. You won't respond to me. You won't call me. What's going on? I need to talk to you. Woo, woo, woo. It was never nothing else. So I felt like, shit, if you can't talk about what I'm talking about and we get through this or figure this out, I don't want to talk. But that Friday, he texted me and I called. So as soon as I called, he answered. First thing I said was, I'm pregnant. And he was like, wait, what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. I went to the emergency room because I wasn't feeling good and I had a knot behind my ear from your boxing daughter. And they did blood work, took urine, and I'm pregnant. He was quiet for a good minute. I was too. And then first thing he said, where are you at? And I said, why? He said, because I want to come get you. Let's talk. I told him where I was, and he came. It took him about an hour to get there, but he came, and we sat outside in the car and talked. To me is what I want to do. And I told him I didn't know. I wasn't sure what to do. You know what I'm saying? It just all happened so fast. And he was like, so you going back home? I said, yeah, but I extended my contract with them for another 6 weeks at another facility. First thing he said was, I want to be a part of my child's life. And I was surprised at that he didn't question me. He wasn't concerned if he was the daddy or not. The first thing he said was that I want to be a part of my child's life. Because I think he could see in my face, like, shit, I really get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So, first thing he said out his mouth was, I want to be a part of my child's life. He also did bring up the situation with his daughter and held accountability, stating that he shouldn't have hid me. You know, he a grown man. He shouldn't have had to do all that and things like that. So I brought up, where's the wife? You know, because the way she was making it sound, mama's still in the picture. I don't know what was going on, but mama's still in the picture. And I'm going to get to that. So he said, do you work this weekend? I said, no, I'm off this weekend. He said, well, you coming back to the house? And I'm like, I don't got no clothes or nothing like that. I say, well, I'll call you tomorrow. You know, when you done doing whatever you doing, call me and you can come get me. He like, okay, that's cool. So I go back into the bar and he go ahead and go home. So that next day, which would have been Saturday, he called me like at 12 that noon and he like, hey, I'm getting ready to leave the gym. I'm running a little behind on some things. I'll be to get you in about an hour or so. I said, okay, that's fine. So we hung up or whatever. So I stayed a weekend with him, and surprisingly, he talked. He talked about the situation that happened. He talked a little bit about his wife, but still never about her whereabouts. But he did talk a little bit about his wife, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a start. And he did bring up that he told his daughter. He brought that up, and I was surprised that he even did that. So, I'm about 2 weeks in at the new facility, and they end up switching me and putting me on another hall. I had never been on this hall before, and this was a nice-ass nursing home. Like, this the one that you pay for out of pocket, that you worked all your life and got a pension for. This, that type of facility. It's real nice and clean. The residents' rooms are like a studio apartment. Some of them look like a little one-bedroom apartment. They don't got no stove in them. They got, like, microwaves, little hot plates, things like that. Some of them even got cars, and they come and go as they please. So I see the assignment sheet in the front, and it puts me on a different hall, the B wing. So I go over there. I get a report from the other aide that's leaving. She was 6P to 6A, and I'm 6A to 6B. So I get a report from her, and she's telling me everything. But she really stuck on room 12. Okay? She's telling me how room 12 daughter be coming up here showing her ass, talking about this or that, trying to bully the aides, always complaining about something about her mama. She like, so girl, before you do anything with anybody else, please go get that woman up. Go get her up, fix her hair, all that. You know, I'm like, well, ain't that what you supposed to do? She like, yeah, but her daughter be tripping. If it's one hair hanging out the ponytail, it's an issue. I'm like, okay, I got you, girl. Don't worry. I do my job. She like, okay, because some of the trifles come and they really don't. And I'm like, well, I'm not one of them. So I do what I'm supposed to do after I done clocked in and all that shit. So I get down to the room, and I go in the room, and it's a lady in the bed. She got nice little pretty pictures and stuff. It literally look like an apartment. You could tell her people come up there, they into, you know, interacting with her all the time, and the facility, you could just tell about her room. She got people that care about her. First thing I do is I get to her room, I open her closet, I ask her what does she want to wear. She was kind of nonverbal. You could tell she had a really, really bad stroke or whatever. So I pick her something out nice. All her clothes I lined up from shirts, pants, sweater. You could tell a neat freak done been up in this room. You know, a neat freak does her everything. There's even a sign on her door that says family does laundry, all that shit. So I get the water running in the bathroom. I'm getting ready to freshen her up and wipe her off and do all that good shit and get her dressed for the day. I don't want no issues with her people or none of that. Plus, I ain't that type of bitch. I literally do my job.